Dude looks like he's straight up from Frozen. What's that guy's name?
Sven. Or was that the deer?
Sven is the deer.
Yeah, Spins the deer. It's Kristoff.
Kristoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're good then. I do have mostly a transcript of last sessions typed up somewhere else, so if we need to reference anything, just let me know. I can probably find it.
I guess we could just recap like the last minute of the session just so you know where we're jumping off from.
Yeah, I think
Like
it
the last
was
line.
the last line.
Yeah, what was the exact last word of session yesterday? Or 2 weeks ago?
I distinctly remember Jeff cutting me off because he was like, "We've been playing for 4.5 hours, man. You got to drop it." But I think Holo and Thauron were stepping off. It's the morning, and they were going to go see Allura, as Holo promised to go meet up with her again. And to what end? I guess we'll find out. Holo just wants to see the snake lady. But also, she plans to ask her specific questions, for she is the one who gave them the stem, which is certainly of note. I don't think Basil and Kabi had anything specific in mind. Basil's probably got to make sure Amelia doesn't kill Uhtred.
Yeah, he wasn't too thrilled about going into the town. And then after seeing Amelia standing over Uhtred like that, yeah, he's not leaving Uhtred's side for right now, or at least not leaving him unprotected.
Yeah, I think we agreed that no like heavy infiltration into town, like, investigating the tower's construction or finding Caius or anything. It was mostly just Holo wanted to see Allura and Thal wanted to tag along. But yeah, we're not looking to get into too much hijinks this day, but we'll see where the antidote goes. We'll see what a sister gets up to.
Yeah. I guess before we left, because since Thal knows he won't be able to walk in just, as he is, he'll probably see if they can give him like a short sword that he can wear on his hip, and he'll like change his appearance. Maybe that of a lighter skin dwarf, maybe a little pot belly, the sword on his hip.
We like rolling up some blankets and shoving them under your shirt to give you a pot belly.
Well, I figure with the sky itself, you can like change whatever, right?
Oh yeah, I missed you said disguise self. My mistake.
I don't know. It's all good. I was making sure. I was like,
I kind of like the idea of all of us pitching in and putting on different disguise pieces to Thalrid, and like, there you go, you're a hodgepodge of disguise. Good luck.
Oof, yeah, I can imagine that deception check.
So you're going in with that. Holo is mostly going to be herself. She's going to put her hood up and hide her ears and tail as much as she can. She also has a disguise kit, but I think she'll just be going as herself mostly.
All right, then we will start with you guys. Hello?
Hello?
Yep.
Yeah, sorry.
So I guess scene setting, Val and Holo are walking to the edge of the quarry. Is the quarry like in the middle of the woods? Or is it mostly just rocky terrain where we're at?
Jeffrey?
Yeah, sorry, hold on. I'm going to change how I'm going to do this. 1 second.
We had to walk through the forest again. I just realized this.
Like in my mind, the quarry is up on an elevated position. We go through the forest, and I feel like the cliff is within the forest. And then
Yes, so
slowly
it
gets down.
is raised, rough terrain, a big centralized rocky area surrounded by some forest.
Yeah, so we'll say we're walking into the forest on the way to town. And Thal, you would notice that Holo's step is maybe a bit lighter than usual. It seems like she is in good spirits.
You seem to be chipper this morning.
Of course, gonna go see Allura.
Has she entranced you so much?
No, she is merely a kindred spirit. I've not heard of anyone else who can speak in minds like me, so much like.
I see. Well, for your sake, let us hope that she is indeed a friend.
Yeah, you see Holo is maybe a little bit torn. I am going to tell her about the hobgoblin. It could backfire though, but I'd wish to be honest if I'd like to make a good first impression if I find someone like me, such as her.
If that is your decision, I will go along with it. I only. I would say, as the humans do, keep your cards close to your chest.
If I were doing that, I would not tell her, but if you're making friends, you should be honest. I think that is common sense.
I suppose. Although, I don't know what that would make all of us in this party who keep so many secrets.
In that case, friendship is a marathon and not a sprint.
Why saying?
Maybe. We'll see if it pans out that way. But I am going to go into town as is. I will hide my ears and tail, but if I'm discovered, that's fine. I do wish to keep my powers of shape shifting available. I don't want another Woodwode incident, if at all possible. Are you going as is as well?
No, there's a chance that when we left with Uhtred, we were noted. I will use a bit of magic to disguise myself when we are a bit closer. It will last for some time, which should be enough for this small venture in.
Very good. Well, we will go with previous personas. I am Holo the Wise Wolf, teller of fortunes. Are you my muscle again?
I seem to do it seems to be my normal task, and with this, and he'll look down a bit disdainfully at the sword. With this weapon, I'm sure it will help.
Yes, I think that sultry look of yours is quite convincing.
Yes. Although I doubt I could fully disguise my voice, so I will leave the communications to you.
Sounds good. But I'm merely just leading us to Allura. Hopefully, we are not stopped too much. But we might just say we're travelers mostly. But get in there and I was to speak with Allura about the stem. She was the one who got the stem. She gave it to me as she was talking to someone I once knew. But I wish to talk to her about that and kind of see where she's at as far as what her plans are in town still.
Very well. As we go, I will be sure to keep a lookout throughout the town. Hopefully, I might catch a glimpse of this elusive leader of theirs.
Yeah, some light reconnaissance. Oh, and if we are discovered and they are about to take us in, I will shape shift into my large wolf form and I want you to hold on tight.
Very well.
Right, should be easy enough. Just like the old days, right? Escorting those people outside of the city, those were interesting times to say the least.
Yes. Quieter moments and kinder days.
Yeah, simpler times. We might find those days yet again, just not right now.
That he face gets a bit more somber. Yes. Hopefully.
All right, let's get into character.
Go ahead and use the level 1 spell slot for disguise self. Um he'll still have, roughly plain-ish clothes with bits of armor on the shoulders. Definitely a lighter skin, less scrumpy and more reserved, I guess.
When are you going to use this spell? As soon as you guys set out, or a little before you get to the walls?
No, a little before we get to the walls. It lasts an hour, so like when we know that we're getting close and still have the cover of the trees, he'll go ahead and cast the magic.
Okay, so I'll have it that you cast it like 10 minutes before you get to the walls. It's fine.
Cool beats. Yeah, cool with me.
Alright. As you guys start to approach the wall, you see your familiar farm militiamen, kind of this standing at the gate. Two of them, pitchforks in hand, you know, very shabby armor.
Hello with
Halt!
hood
Who
up.
goes there?
Oh, yes, it is I, Holo the Wise Wolf, teller of fortunes. And this is my bodyguard, Grumly.
Oh, he'll give a nod.
And what was it that you look like again, Power? Sorry, remind me.
It's like we'll say maybe like a tan skin dwarf. Some travel clothes with a bit of dirt stains on them. Maybe like two pauldrons on the shoulder and the actual sword that's on his hip.
Okay, no problem.
We're here
Alright.
to resupply. I am in need of an herbalist kit and maybe a few rations. And well, mostly travelers. We are always curious as to what town we are entering and what they're about.
Kind of scratches the back of his head. Boy, we should have been getting a lot of visitors lately.
Is that unusual? Is this not a trade hub? Is this not a place where people can get goods? And I have coin.
Yeah, you don't look like traders.
Fortune teller. Well, that's me. He's the muscle.
The one next to him kind of goes, "See, you tell fortunes."
I do, yes. Shall I give you a fortune? It might take 10 minutes of your time, but if you're curious,
Kind of
see what
looks,
the stars and the cards have in store for you.
kind of leans over to his buddy next to him. Just kind of whispers a bit in his ear. You can see like the initial guard kind of looks a little annoyed and goes, just be quick. Kind of steps to the side, and the one who asked you the question kind of ushers you in and says, "Just 10 minutes."
Yes, just 10 minutes. Or I can do a quick one for 5. In fact, if I do the 5-minute one, I will not charge you.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Yeah, 5 minutes is fine.
Right, very good. Have a seat. And Holo sits down, legs crossed, and she does bid him to sit down in front of her.
Kind of just sit down in front of you, kind of nervously. He goes, "So, how do we do this?"
Oh well. Close your eyes and put your palms outward towards me. I wish to feel your energy, and the cards will feel it as well.
Oh,
Holo
okay.
begins to pull out a stack of marked tarot cards so she can basically manipulate the deck so that she can make good or bad fortunes as she tells it. But yes, the past, the present, and the future. In the past, we have the upright Hierophant. It means you are used to conformity and tradition. Perhaps in town things were very stable, very steady, and all was right.
I would say so. Yeah.
And then the present, upright justice. Right now, you're in the midst of justice bringing, clarity and truth. You have the sheep's wool pulled from out of your eyes, and you can see things as they truly are.
Yeah, that's why we're doing all this. Yeah.
Yes. And for your final one, which is the future, she pulls out a card, the magician, and she puts on a face. Oh, yes, very interesting indeed. Reverse magician. The
Can-
reverse of magician is this. Is trickery in the future, illusions. Seems like things have gotten out of touch for you and those that are around you. Best be careful. You must be on the lookout for these illusions. You must be quick, agile with the way you react to things. Things are not as they seem. But take this knowledge and do with it to change the fates in a way that you see fit. The cards have spoken.
Did you do all this in front of the other guard, or is
I did. This was an open telling.
the guard kind of gets up? He goes to the other guard and say, "Hey man, I told you, man. I knew something wasn't right. It didn't make any sense. Can you just watch the post by yourself for a few minutes? I need to go check, man." The guard kind of argues, says, "What? No. We have a duty. We have to stay here and man the post. They'll be very mad." And the guard is like, "Please, man, please."
My dear sirs, what, I did not mean to create a stir. The cards are what they are.
They kind of both look to you and say, Sorry, it's private." Say, "Why don't you all just go on and get in? Do whatever it is you hear, your trade, whatever."
Yes, certainly. Where is the nearest trading post? Is there a place in town where I might procure, again, a herbalist kit and some rations?
Yeah, there's still some market stalls by the town center. Just make your way in.
Oh,
I'm
good.
sure you'll see them.
Very good. Thank you so much, gentlemen. I hope your day remains uneventful. The best day for a guard, yes?
Yes, yes, sure. And you can see the other one who got the telling kind of scurries off back at the town.
As he's scurrying away, nah. I was thinking about burning detect thoughts, but I'll leave it. But I do want to try to get a vibe on what. Does he seem worried about something? Is there
Give
worry etched
me
on the face of the one that was running away?
give me a low DC insight check. Oh, you're a hyena.
Apparently. Sorry.
No, you're
The
fine.
roll's the same.
Yeah. Yeah, he does seem very worried.
And Thal in your mind, Holo says, maybe we make this a quick enter and exit.
Yeah, hearing that, he'll nod imperceptibly, and he'll with the other guard still there, as he hears this in his mind as they're walking past, he'll nod to the guard, but it'll be for Holo.
You can see the left guard looks kind of annoyed, but he just continues back to post.
Right. Well, let us head to our meeting point with Allura. It's in one of the more looted parts of town. We shall go there.
Very well. Seems you might have stirred something up, and you've just arrived. Nicely done.
Well, Holo the Wise Wolf always makes us stir. You're not being serious, are you?
Oh, I was. Whatever that god was worried about, it may very well spark something in this town. Unlikely, but anything's possible.
It means I haven't lost my touch. It's been a moment since I've done a fortune telling.
Well, let's see what other chaos the wise wolf can bring.
Yeah, we'll make our way to meeting point.
You remember? I mean, I'm sure you remember exactly where it is, right? How's your
Yeah,
intelligence?
I can walking side by side, direct, well, no, you were there. Why am I saying you weren't there? Carry on.
Yeah, it was mainly pointed for Holo.
I mean, I have intelligence 10. Is that good
Yeah,
enough?
yeah, it's good enough. It's like one of the two locations you went to, really. So, yeah, you managed to find it rather easily. No one is there at present moment.
We'll give it a moment here. I did see we would meet in the morning.
Can I have a look around just to see if I notice anything out of the ordinary or anything strange?
Yeah, if you guys wish, you guys can give me perception checks. Yeah, that's high enough. As you guys are kind of standing for a few minutes in the meeting place, you do see there's like a garden snake that has, passed by you guys one or two times, 2 to 3 times, 4 to 5 times, making consistent rounds.
Hollow does speak into her mind. My, you are more convincing as a snake than I am. A rat, apparently.
Snake does kind of look to you, kind of wiggle its way up to your feet, and then before you, Allura appears. Boom, and says, "Oh, well, it comes with the practice. I'm sure you take quite a few animal forms."
I do. Wolf, I am the best at, but yeah, smaller forms I could use some practice with.
Oh, I haven't seen the wolf. That's very intriguing.
Let us hope you don't see it, because if you do, things have gone horribly wrong.
Oh, what if it's your best form? It probably represents you the best, no?
Yes, it does. Well, if time allows, I shall show you. Oh,
Oh, how exciting.
I'm quite the figure. Ask my friend here. Oh, this is Thalrin. You did say before that it would be useful to know a magician, a wizard of sorts. Well, this is the one.
Ah, so you're the wizard. Interesting. I was wondering why you were disguising yourself as so.
You can see through my disguise.
Well, not initially, but when I saw you standing by Holo, I had to be sure to see what I was dealing with. Sorry, Holo dear, it's not to say I don't trust you. I just found it rather strange. Wasn't expecting extra company.
Yes, I apologize, but Thalrin here, he worries about me sometimes. And this town has gotten more interesting.
That's to say the least. So
Oh,
tell
but
me, Thalrin, what is your true form like? She kind of looks at you. She gets very close to you, like eyes wide as if she's trying to analyze you.
A bit darker and far more grumpier.
Grumpy. Oof. You make interesting friends, Holo.
yes, but I am always a good judge of character. It's not led me astray yet.
See, I'm happy to hear that. Now then, I suppose the time has come for us to trade information. Did you enjoy the gift I left you?
I did. Thank you. It had the same sweetness. Seems like that might be the cause of this sweetness in the water, which I did my own analysis and it seems to have mind-altering effects.
Yes, interesting. So we can conclude that it may be possible that these people are being tampered with.
Yes, I think so. And do you remember seeing a certain dragonborn around?
I think I've seen him once or twice. Didn't get a name.
Yes, that fellow, we captured him and I delved into his mind. And there was, of course, anger because he was tied up at that moment. But in the back, there was a whisper. A whisper that was alien to his mind. I cannot hear what it was exactly, but most people do not have two voices in them.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Yes, indeed. But we have him captured, and a certain Sister Isolde of the Quattle Church, she is working on an antidote as we speak.
I think I have heard of her as one of the people they're looking for.
Yeah, I assume they have a hit list of nobles at this point.
Eh, She was more of like a passing statement. I think the priest is the main target on their so-called hit list.
Yes, it seems as though whenever this rebellion started, the first place they attacked was the church itself. So this is just a side statement, but Father Theron, he's probably a main target, yes?
Yes, I believe the name was there, and I think I did hear that as well. Church going down first. Rather peculiar.
Yes, I agree. We might be searching that out, and we also are going to search a little bit more about the tower. Apparently, the tower falling and collapsing killed many people, and they accuse the late Jonathan Drake of cutting corners. But if we can somehow, one, break the enchantment, two, show proof that that did not happen, the people feel they might see they have been tricked, and then the path to Caius is open.
Hmm. Yes, yes. Well, my big surprise for you today was going to be the plant stem, but I seem to have come a little earlier than I expected. I imagine for a reason.
Oh, you mean I came early today?
Well, you came yesterday night.
Oh, yes. Not expect me then, and you were speaking with a acquaintance from the own druidic circle that I'm from. Does he still go
Oh,
by Braun Rose?
why, yes, he does. Remind me, did you tell me you were of the Free Grin?
I I did not. I
Hmm.
am formally of the Free Green.
Formally. She kind of leans down a bit towards you, eyes meet up. And why's this? She says with a smile on her face. If you don't mind me
Holo
asking.
Holo pushes her away a few inches, laughing. Easy now. How tall is she?
He is like 5'8".
Okay, so she would be looking down at Holo, who's like 5'3". Well, to put it simply, the Free Green got more aggressive towards spreading forest and all green biomes, and a few of us disagreed. The ones who disagreed were, well, we left. I left. I ran more, but it's been some time since I've been back, and I
Hmm,
do not intend to go back.
I see. You're not at all curious why the change in dogma.
Oh, I have guesses. I know the Dryad of the Circle got more and more changed and aggressive, and I think that spooled out to the majority of those of the Free Grain. But as to why she did what she did, I I don't know. On a related note, an elk god in the forest nearby called me an abomination. I don't know if that's related somehow, but seems like Green and I don't get along, I suppose.
An elk god? Huh.
Yes, human body elk head. He called himself, as I look up the NPC list. Fuck, I can't remember his name. Uyan
Ooh,
was his name.
the elk god Uyan called you an abomination. Wow.
Yes, he was not kind.
People tend to be more afraid of what they don't understand. I, for one, can attest to that. I guess that makes us friended abominations.
Well, I'm glad I'm not alone in that.
As am I, she says with a very gleeful smile.
Allura, well, let's make a trade of information then. You
Oh,
can speak
yes.
into minds. How long have you been able to do that?
Speaking to mine. Wow. I would say since I came of age, around the time I was 14. Oh, no, I had to be younger than that. Maybe 12. Needless to say, caused quite a ruckus with my human family for a bit.
Your your human family? Oh, did they adopt you?
Yes, yes, as an infant, I was actually left on the doorstep.
Oh, yes, I uh, that makes sense.
Yes, they were rather lovely, till the scales started coming in. Oh, mommy dearest. Fighting the bollocks out of her.
The You said scales?
She kind of you do notice that she has like this long glove on her, and she kind of lowers it down a bit and shows off the kind of darkish purple tinted scales on her arms.
Oh,
Oh
you
yeah, go
meant
ahead, Chris. You don't know.
I'm letting that natural one in insight ride. See my Apple one.
Sounds good.
Oh, you meant scales in the literal sense. May I?
Yes. I don't really hide them because I'm ashamed. It's more so most people kind of get a little freaky about it.
Yes, for I guess convenience, right?
Yes. I seem to attract quite the crowd.
Well, I guess they don't understand you, but you don't need their understanding. As long as you have a select few. I'm I'm sorry, I'm projecting a bit. That's how I feel at least.
Well, as long as you understand the true same for you, then it's all fine. Says with a smile on her face.
Yeah, Holo will rub her hands over the scales. Oh, they are truly like a snake's scales.
Yes. Makes me quite the object of curiosity to some.
Have you ever been harmed for it?
Have you ever been harmed for looking as you do? Orc of the Free Green.
Only when I was young, but I learned how to bare my fangs in a way that told people to stop.
Well, I'll say it never got too bad, but I was taken away from my human town before it escalated too bad.
Would you have stayed if you had not had that happen to you?
Hmm, I don't know. I guess I haven't thought of that much. Seems so long ago. Maybe.
Yeah, perhaps you're a natural wanderer.
Well, I will say my mind does like to explore.
Yes, that is good. Oh, well, I don't mean to cut a conversation short, but I know it seems like I gave a fortune telling that might have caused a bit of a stir. Um, Holo kind of twist her mouth a little bit. I I would like to get off on the right foot with you as far as us and well I've never met anyone like myself that can talk to people in mines, and I value you in terms of that.
Value me? That's curious. But go on.
As a friend, as one might value a possible comrade. I've never met anyone that can speak in mines, so I'd like to keep contact with. Anyways, I'm rambling a little bit here. Um, did you know any hobgoblins in your life?
With that question, her eyebrow does kind of shift up, says, I might say I have. It's very specific.
Yes, it is. We met a hobgoblin that was looking for you.
Ha. Big armored fellow.
Very much so. Wooden armor, big sword, wargs.
How is Manfred?
What is her countenance in this moment?
She looks somewhat annoyed at the topic. We're not like mad, just kind of like, this again.
He is dead.
Oh, well, that's shocking.
Yeah, well, he kidnapped one of our comrades, and we went to free him, and he meant to harm us, or, well, probably kill us, if I'm being honest. And we fought him, we won, and one of our comrades stabbed him.
I'd be honest, if it was anyone but you telling me, I wouldn't believe that Manfred would try to kill anyone just outright. Why? What did you all do?
Well, we took our friend back, and he chased us, and, well, he was desperate to find you. It seems like he was quite enamored with you.
Ah, I see. She kind of, you know, puts her arms to her side and gives you a very strong bow. And she says, I do apologize for the commotion I may have caused you and your friends then.
What? What? How is it your fault?
In the attempts of negotiations to get my people some protection, I may have used some charming magics that I may have played on his more obsessive nature.
Yeah, he was quite focused on finding you.
I may have been a little experimental. Wasn't quite sure the effects would be so potent. You know, he tried to marry me. I had to get away from him.
He, that would be, oh, yikes. Too potent by the sounds of it.
Indeed. So, yes, that negotiation did not end well. Hence, here we are.
So, you're not cross with me or us for his death?
It's rather unfortunate. By all means, Manfred was actually quite the nice gentleman, but if I were to blame you for his death, I'd have to blame myself. So it wouldn't really be fair for me to be mad at you.
Hello breathes an audible sigh of relief and holds on to her elbows. Oh, that's good. I was thinking that what if you loved him and he loved you, and I Oh, do you see why I wanted to get off on the right foot?
He's a nice fellow and all, it hangs with not quite the crowd I'm pleased to be around. I will say it was nice being treated like a queen for a bit.
Well, act like a queen, you will surely be treated like a queen, but yeah, well, so I just wanted you to know, and if it was our decision, I don't think Fallon or I would have stabbed him. That's just how it went.
Sounds
Bit
like
of
you
a
have
tense situation.
quite an aggressive party member amongst you.
Yes, in certain situations he can be.
Oh?
But that is his story, not mine.
Well, if given the chance, I'd love to ask him about it.
Yes, who knows what the future holds?
This town, that is a very, very true statement.
Oh, but I got off track. Braun Rose, do you know what he's doing here?
Hey, well, spreading free green ideologies, at least initially, seems he's got himself in league with the collective.
Ah, shoot. If you could try to stay away from him, he can be aggressive, dominant. I would not want him to hurt you.
Oh, don't I know it? He is quite the aggressive one. Is.
But he's in league with Caius then.
Yes, a rather newish role, I suppose. Oh, right. Here I am, just listening to 1,000,001 stories from me. I have nothing to trade. My apologies. Um, what is it that you asked me to look into, Holo? Sorry, having trouble remembering.
Yes, as far as well, if you could help, which again our end game is to resolve this as peacefully as possible. The stem, where did you get it from?
Well, I was poking around a bit at the bank, to be honest. Fell off of quite an interesting person's person, lack of a better term. Kind of looks
Did
to
it,
you, Thaurin. Someone you'd probably find a bit more interesting.
Oh, what makes you say that?
Well, he was also a dwarf, grayish skin.
Interesting. Did he happen to say where he was from?
No, no, no. I didn't pick him and then ask questions. Though I am very curious about it. It's not often you see dwarves with gray skin.
Indeed. It would be quite the sight.
So where are you all from? She says very inquisitively.
Tell me, you've been in this town for some time. What exactly is your purpose? I hear tell you're looking for allies. Have you decided?
Ah, have I decided on what allies to have? Is that what you're asking me?
Indeed.
Well, with the revelation of poison that alters the mind, I don't think my people would be very fond of possibly falling under servitude. They've had enough of that. I'm not sure how well acquainted are you with the history of Uber?
I have heard some tales. We rescued one of your people from the hobgoblin in question. He was holding him hostage, trying to get the location of your settlement. The Wanti gave one of our other companions a scale of his as a form of friendship should we need to seek out his clan.
Oh, who
Monty,
was
what's
it?
his name?
Oh, Monty! You are made friends with Monty? Oh, I love Monty. Sorry, it's been a while. I've been away for quite a bit. I used to get drinks with him all the time. Well, I guess getting drinks is more of a, you know, scaleless activity. But we would often drink by the stream.
Well, he is safe, and last we saw, he was headed back home, a bit battered and bruised from the goblins, but no worse for wear.
She kind of grabs your hand really tightly, looks at you with a very strong smile. She's like, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Uh, yes, not a problem. But back to the question at hand.
Uh, right. Sorry. I have a tendency to get sidetracked. um, as for allies, I wouldn't say I've made any. Honestly, this town is probably dead lost at this point. So, really, I'm just kind of observing.
As I'm sure Holo will tell you, we are attempting to see what we can do about this village. Whether we can save it or whether we should just leave it by the wayside. Your assistance would be helpful if you could perhaps stir up some doubt in others that might fuel the fire, or if you have access to certain areas where you could poke around.
Under my snake form, I can get to most places. I wouldn't say I have any special access. I'm not really sure how much I can be of direct use.
Even if it is your ears and eyes in your current form, that that is that is helpful. But
Well,
don't put yourself in harm's way. But if you do help, I bet it'll be easier to make an alliance with the Drake family, especially.
oh, you have special relations with them.
Yes, Amelia and Penelope Drake, with their late father having been killed recently, if the town is taken back, hopefully peacefully, it will be peacefully. Those would be the leaders to keep in contact with, and perhaps it could put your group in good terms with theirs and could be relied upon.
Hmm.
I don't mean to convince you, merely offering it'd be the reason to help, but again, I would not want you to get hurt. It's plenty complicated enough.
Well, that's not a worry. If I need to get away, I can easily get away. Well, I'm here to observe anyways. Can't help but be curious about what's going on in this town. So if it's just being eyes and ears, it's not a problem.
Well, specifically, if you find any more of those stems, let us know. But knowing that it came from the Dwergar, if we need more to procure a poison, that means we know where to go to find more.
This is true. Hmm. I'll keep an eye out, see if I can find the source.
Sounds good. How did you have any more questions?
When did you say you arrived in the city again?
Whew, when did I say? 4 months ago? 2 months ago? It's all a blur, honestly.
Well, I can't think of anything more. If you hear anything interesting, I'm sure you and Holo can coordinate.
Yes, yes. Oh, sorry. Ah, yes. I keep getting distracted. My part of the bargain for you guys. I got the stem from the Dwegar, who happens to be one of the lieutenants of Caius. He is working with another lieutenant on breaking into the vault of the bank here.
I see. Is the other lieutenant an elf with a soft smile by chance?
Didn't see his smile, but he was indeed a pointed-eared fellow with soft brown skin. He had quite the ornament on him, a little sun on a necklace.
A son would have
Yes,
had some kind of religious connotation.
it's possible. Honestly, he didn't really seem keen to talk to me. He's quite focused on the job. She kind of leans into both of you and whispers, "To tell you the truth, I think they're getting rather frustrated and they're going to just detonate the bank to open up the vault."
Detonate? Wow.
Yes, from what I gather, the bank itself wasn't even designed by a villager here. It was designed by some fellow. I didn't really get the name, but he made it quite strong. So they're kind of scratching their head. They were able to acquire a key from one of the manors here, but apparently it's a two-key system for the lock.
Interesting.
Very. Honestly, I kind of want to get a look what's in that vault that's got everyone so riled up. Can't just be funds, right? Do people really care about gold that much? I suppose I know the answer to that. She starts thinking to herself.
Well, some do, but we are starting to wonder what else is in there. Oh, the head banker, William is his name. He was wanting us to sneak us into the vault in order to get something to protect his family, but I know a lie when I see one. He's in there for something else, which made us think, is Kaya simply a common thief for gold, or was this a targeted thing that they're all doing to get at whatever's in there? Something that they're apparently willing to blow up the bank for to get to. It is an intriguing thing, yes.
Very intriguing. Hmm. Well, are there plans to get into the vault? Are you going to go through with that?
We don't know. I am not convinced, but there are some in our group that I'd like to see what's in there.
Really? You're not convinced? You're not curious about what the banker might want in there? What the town folks want? Well, we know what the town folks want. Or what this Caius fellow might want.
I confess I am curious, but I do not wish to rob the town. I'd rather see a community be made whole rather than cut in two.
Well, then let's not rob them. Let's just see what the vault has to offer. You can see she's starting to get a little excited.
Do you have a plan?
No, but I'm open to making a plan. I've always wanted to make a heist.
I I am certainly interested in the vault itself. If you can figure out some type of way to get us in there, I may be able to loosen some of the restraints.
Are you saying you can break the vault?
Potentially. I've given it some thought, and it should be possible. Just takes a bit of fine tuning.
Well, now aren't you quite the curious one? Where are you from again?
Well, here and there. I've traveled most of my life, so I don't really call one place or another home. This group that I'm currently with, well, I guess you could say they're a type of home.
Hmm. Where were you born?
Well, we'll have to know each other a bit more for that information.
Kind of smiles pretty strongly. Although if she had a tail, you would feel like it's kind of wagging with interest. Well, well, well then. Man who keeps the information tight to the chest. Very well, very well. I won't pry. For now. Say we do break into the vault, and we find whatever it is that they're hiding. Would you tell me then?
I can agree to those terms. Should we get in the vault and we discover what is inside, I can let you know the place of my birth.
And all the stories that go along with it, like a little bit of history, maybe, maybe not.
Let's say it depends on what we find.
I'll keep at it, Allura. He is cold exterior, but he has a warm, gooey center.
Ooh. Seems you all know each other quite well.
Well, not everyone is such as good judge of character as us, so give him time.
Well, I look forward to reaching that QE center. As you guys are kind of talking amongst yourselves, you can hear a bit of commotion coming more from the center of town. You can hear a couple guards go over here, and hear a bit of marching. And with that, we will do a scene change. Hobby, Basil, what's going on with you guys?
Honestly, Kabi's probably just poking around more of the quarry during this time.
And Basil, where are you at? What are you doing? Or are you just watching Uthred?
Yeah, he's staying pretty close to Uhtred. He's getting him water, occasionally just, you know, trying to get through to him, but not really hopeful. Still convinced he's enchanted. But yeah, definitely staying very near and keeping a watchful eye, making sure Amelia doesn't get too close.
I will say, in the time that you have been watching Uhtred, Amelia has passed by one or twice, kind of looking over at you both with a very dead look.
Yeah, every time she walks by or, starts to approach, Basil just finds a reason to, kind of break her line of sight or, go over and just close the door or something. Just some reason, some way to just keep her away.
She also, as she's walking about, stumbles upon you, Kabi.
Oh, fun.
She kind
Hey,
of,
Amelia.
hello, Kabi.
What are you doing out and about right now?
Trying to think of a million reasons why I'm still even here.
Right. Yeah. And there's a lot of good reasons that you should stay here. Primarily, to be safe.
Is that right?
Yep, definitely right. Abby clearly doesn't want to be having this conversation.
There's only two of you here today. Where's Holo and Thauron?
Oh, they're poking around, town some more, trying to get more information. You know, Basil and I, well, no, I guess not Basil and I. Well, I was seen in town leaving with Uther. And if I was to go back and he wasn't there, that would raise some suspicions. So I'll go skulking about later tonight. Basil, well, he is he's pretty loyal to Uther, so he's just gonna stick around and make sure he's all looked after. Kinda like you know, a loyal servant.
I guess I can respect loyalty.
Yeah. Loyalty's a commendable trait, yeah. And Basil's got it in droves for those dragonborns. Whatever they say, he is right there with them.
You don't seem quite fond of that.
Oh, I just don't like dragonborns. What can I say? They rule Obeah, and my people, we're kind of at the not quite the bottom of the totem pole, but we're pretty far down there.
Hmm. Doesn't it irritate you that we aren't doing more? I suppose it's more a personal problem for me.
Ah. I would, there's a time and a place for action. And right now, there's nothing we can do. We have to wait, let Solo and Thauron get the information they need, come back and update us. Because if we were, just to go all, you know, gun ho, we'd probably end up underneath one of those giant stones.
Right, I suppose.
But
What if what we need to get what we want is quick, dramatic action?
and what exactly do you mean by that? Do you want to, rally what few guards you have in here and charge in the town and put the small folk to the sword, or you want us to charge into town to find this Caius guy while he's surrounded by all of his advisors and his loyal followers and try to fight our way through them. I mean, bold action right now will most certainly result in our deaths.
What I want is to get results. What I want is to draw Caius out to the open.
And
Sister had talks about turning herself in, but what if we turn me in?
that would no. And we also shot down the idea of turning your sister in. It wouldn't work. We don't know enough. We don't even know where this Caius fella is or how strong he is. We turn you over, and the plan is that we're supposed to then leap to your rescue. But what if we can't fight this guy head on? No. We need to be patient, Amelia. Gather the information, keep an eye on things. It's not like they're going anywhere.
For all we know, Caius isn't even there anymore. At least this way we could confirm it. I
I
think you guys turn me in, we see if we can draw him out. Perhaps you, I don't know, bind my arms with weak ties or whatever. And when he shows himself, I stab him in the heart, I crush his skull, and you can, you all can do magic, right? I'm sure Dalvin has means of, you know, hindering people's visions. We could escape in the commotion.
God damn it, Amelia. Don't be stupid.
Kind of clenches her fists and kind of punches the wall. And he's like, well, I'm tired of doing nothing. Sorry if that was loud.
There is no reasonable action that could be taken right now. We need to wait.
I keep hearing that. There's no reasonable action. There's no plan. There's no blah, 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 blah. All I see is inaction.
Well, then, you know what? Why don't you go charging in there right now? Your sword is swinging. That'll draw Caius out.
And maybe I will.
Yeah, I am sure. Yeah, yeah. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? Look, how about tonight? When I sneak into town, you come with me. You know your father's estate. You know the best way to it. You come with me. We get inside and we poke around for more information. Would that be enough right now for you?
I suppose.
Good. Good.
We would have to keep that secret from Penelope, though.
That's not a problem. I won't tell her. Hell, I don't even think she would want me doing such a thing anyway.
Okay.
So don't tell Holo.
You think she
She'll
would disapprove?
yes, I think she would 100% disapprove and probably call me an idiot for even suggesting such a thing. Because when we sneak into town, you can't be wearing your armor or having your sword, just a dagger.
I
Because
see.
stealth is the name of the game, and Clank trying to sneak around while you're wearing chainmail really doesn't help.
That's fine. I won't need that.
Okay. Okay, great. Then meet me near the entrance of the quarry tonight when the moon's at its highest. We will sneak into town, poke around your manor, try to find what information we need to get, and then we will come right back here and nobody will know.
Okay.
Okay. All right, cool. And you're gonna not do anything rash and stupid until tonight, correct? You should probably honestly go get some rest.
I will.
Good. Good.
I wish. Why is Eric amongst all this?
Pardon?
Eric.
Yeah. Yeah. What's about him? We haven't seen him since we stumbled upon this place. He just kind of, but honestly, I haven't I don't know where he went.
It's the worst bodyguard, ain't I? Okay. I'll I'll go curl up in a hole or something.
Yeah. You go do that. Kabi's gonna kind of trail off in the thought. He really is wondering now where Eric is.
Are you trying to remember when you last saw him?
Yeah, it was at the cart, right? When the guards came up to us, or
Yes.
before that. Yeah, it was. So, but he didn't follow us into town. He left with the horse into the forest, and just we haven't heard a peep out of him since.
This is you saying to me, or you're saying to Amelia?
Oh, this is kind of Kabi's trying to remember. It's kind of internal monologue for Kabi.
Let's do a little DC history check. Probably a waste of a roll, but whatever.
We'll see. Uh,
Don't roll a one, I guess. Yeah, all that you're remembering seems to be true.
I'm so far from the road is the quarry.
What do you mean?
Like I'm now very curious as to where he is. So I'm thinking about maybe leaving the quarry and just poking around the forest. Well, no, I don't know what I'd be looking for.
Oh, how big is the quarry in description? The quarry, is like open, rough terrain surrounded by
Yeah,
forest. Um,
yeah. So could I make it? Could I leave the quarry and start like making my way slowly back to where I last saw Eric?
you want to make your way back to the front of town?
Oh no, not the front of town. I guess not. No.
Yeah, because that's where you left the cart.
Would there be any way for me to like? No, I don't have any means of communication with him. Do I?
No, you don't.
I could literally just go into the woods and start whispering, Eric, Eric, where are you? No, but no. Hmm. I guess Kabi's just gonna just wonder vaguely to himself where the hell Eric is, and kind of how we were hired to do an escort job, and we seem to be getting distracted at quite literally every turn of the road.
Yeah. Well, amongst your thought, Amelia is gonna walk away. She seems a bit more calm now.
Kabi's just kind of, as she walks off, just some group we've fallen in with.
I think we can take like a tenner here. All right, a little 10-minute break for you guys.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Sounds good. Sorry to take up so much time with Allura.
Oh, you're good. I got caught up in it too, so it's fine. I'm sorry, Kevin.
Sorry,
Huh?
Kevin.
Me?
Yeah, you probably had like the least amount of speak
Oh, no
list
worries.
lines in this movie.
Honestly, I mean, after all the, arguing and spotlight I've hogged in previous sessions, please take as much as you want.
I do like that we're not yelling at each other. Yet. The session's still young.
I was about to say, if Holo finds out that I'm letting Amelia sneak in the town with her,
Yeah, I need to think about how she might react.
I just needed her to chill the fuck out.
Also, Zach, I won't tell you exactly what it is, but there is something that you are forgetting that you need to think about. That's the only tidbit I'm going to give you.
Dun dun dun.
If it's what I think it is, I'm aware of it. I just don't know what to do with it.
I guess we'll see.
Okay.
Cool. 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah, we'll be back at 15. Back to the situation at hand. This time, Basil, Penelope approaches you. Hello there.
Oh, yes, Lady Penelope. What is it that I can do for you?
I'm merely just checking in. How is everything with Uhtred there?
Well, about as well as it can be expected. Yes, I suppose until we discover some sort of cure or antidote or something, I'm not sure much progress will be made on this front.
Yes, I wanted to apologize for my insensitive comments earlier yesterday.
Insensitive, I'm not sure what you're referring to.
I brought up the possibility of having to put him down, and it rather agitated you.
Ah, well,
Especially considered prior history.
no, well, understandable, and I do apologize for being so forward and insistent. I just, it's a rather difficult situation for all of us. I don't think I need to say, but there it is.
Do you two share deep relationship.
Well, he is the second son of my master Aethelwulf, Baracus of House Baracus back in well, Scale Isle.
Right.
Yes, I suppose you understand I am duty bound to him and to his service and his safety.
I can understand that. It's admirable.
Yeah, well, it's a bit of a relief. Not a sentiment I've commonly come across in my recent travels. Rather, yes, refreshing.
They don't respect your loyalty.
No, most view it as foolish and naive, and I should be wanting my freedom from the oppressors and blah blah blah. Yes.
Hmm. Well, we are nothing without our honor. We express our honor through our loyalties. That's what I think. Though I hope your loyalties aren't getting you taking advantage of.
Taken advantage? No, no, madam. If anything, have mm, I have been given almost too much for my lowly station. No, they have been most generous. Yes, it has been quite a honorable existence I have had because of the House Baracus and all of their guidance.
You can see Uhtred kind of just roll his eyes.
Yeah,
Well,
Basil's used to ignoring that by now.
well, as long as you say so. Though I wouldn't give you the status of lowly station or whatever it is you refer to yourself as. You've kept my sister quite safe on her journeys, so for that you have my thanks.
Well, you are most welcome. I certainly did not do that alone. My other companions carried most of the heavy lifting and weight there. But it has been my honor to travel with your sister and keep her safe.
It's appreciated. And yes, the thanks is for all of you. I would go tell it to Kabi, but I think Amelia's in there right now, and I'd rather not have to speak to her at the moment.
Well, again, if I am overstepping, I do apologize, but if anyone could get through to her, I believe it would be her sister.
Yes, that's true. Just, I don't know. With everything going on, it's just the last thing I really want to be worrying about right now. I'm happy my sisters reunited with me. I'm happy we're all safe. But it definitely would be easier if she maybe was still continuing her adventures elsewhere.
Yes, quite a bitter reunion, I suppose.
Yes.
Well, again, at the very least, you are not here doing this alone anymore. It might have been easier for her not to be here. You could focus your attentions and not worry about her, but it feels right that she should be here for this. Yes, this is her home, her family.
I suppose. I'm told she had to witness father die. Can't imagine that was easy for her.
No, the timing of our arrival came as quite the shock. That is for sure. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is a bit out of blue, but she doesn't believe we're doing enough. Part of me kind of feels the same. What do you think?
Well, I could understand the sentiment. I am not entirely sure what it is, what more you all could be doing. You have quite large targets on your backs, and if you make yourselves or presence known, you'll be quickly descended upon by the rebels and overwhelmed, I'm sure. So, I believe, yes, more could be done and eventually should be, but perhaps proper planning and preparations in order before rash action.
Well, I suppose. Though I do. So you don't think. She kind of get lost in the thoughts. You don't think we should. What if we just attacked quickly and fast, take out Caius immediately? He said it was possibly mind control. If we take him out, maybe that will dispel the enchantments he has over everyone.
Well, yes, perhaps that is the case. Some difficulties with that plan is we do not know exactly where he is, and we would have to spend time searching for him, which would then, well, ruin the element of surprise. As well as we are not entirely certain that this would end the enchantment. Uh, I- yeah, I'm afraid that and I am no tactician, mind you. That is something that, Master Uhtred here, or even Master Aethelwulf would be much, much more inclined to deal with. But the little I know, I don't believe that would be the wisest of decisions. A full frontal assault would not end well in our favor. We do not have the numbers. We do not have the information, the reconnaissance, if you will.
Suppose. It's just all of a sudden I feel like we're on a timer. I feel like things are unraveling quickly. Perhaps I'm just thinking too much. Perhaps you're right in that there really is nothing we can do and we should just be patient and find the right opportunity.
Well, perhaps fortifying this location a bit more might assuage those concerns of yours. If nothing else, if we are to be attacked or something of that nature, we would be remotely more prepared, yes?
I just. Some things don't really add up. You know what I mean? We're here in this quarry. It's not so far removed from town. Sure, it's a bit of a ways, a bit in the forest, but I feel like if they wanted to have found us, they would have by now. Hell, maybe they even have.
You think they could be lying in wait for us, or simply observing until the proper time to strike arises?
I think that possibility is there. I mean, again, like I said, it's not like we're so far. We're not exactly hidden. It's the quarry,
How,
the main quarry.
how long have you all been hiding here, specifically in this workshop?
A few weeks.
Weeks?
Yes.
Yes, then again, not to overstep, and as I stated, I am no tactician or strategist. But yes, after a number of weeks, I feel as though you should have been discovered by now. This is not far enough from the town to be concealing you all for such a time.
It just brings, reason. It makes me think, right? Maybe they don't really care about fighting us. Maybe if we were just to truly leave everything behind, we would be safe. Maybe they're lying in wait to capture us. I just I don't know. And I I don't know. Nothing makes sense. None of this makes sense.
Well, if leaving is a legitimate option, I believe that might be a one to truly consider. Um, are
I don't
you
think Amelia would approve.
not at first, no, but in time, I'm sure she would come to understand.
Hmm.
Looking at her again, not that I'm super proficient in any of this, but does she look, I don't know, well, ill? Like are her eyes darting around? Does she seem not quite, I don't know, similar to what we've seen in some of the villagers and such? In that, like, not really like blank stare, but you know what I mean? They kind of just had that weird look on their faces that it was described a few times.
You can give me an insight check if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm totally good at these.
You're good enough to get some info. She looks tired. Now that you're really kind of getting a good look at her face, you can see like bits of, dried tears on her face. You can see heavy bags under her eyes, like she hasn't slept in a few days. Her hair is, it looks like it's attempted to be, somewhat well groomed to hold appearance, but there's definitely flaws in it, as if it was kind of rushed. And yeah, so that's about what you get from that.
Forgive my bluntness, Lady Penelope, but when was the last time you slept?
Oh, I suppose last time I slept, even a little bit, was when my father was alive. Sorry.
Yes, well, perhaps a bit of rest would do you some good, madam. Get you thinking a little more clearly and rationally. Yes?
How does one even really sleep with everything going on? Sorry, I just. Yeah. She kind of sits down in front of you a bit.
It
Like,
might.
let her face dig into her knees a bit.
I could perhaps assist a bit with that, but not entirely comfortable using such mm, capabilities on one of your station, madam.
At this point, you and I have same ranking, as far as I'm concerned. What did you have in mind?
Well, mm, I sometimes am rather influential, or you could even say, a strong, power of suggestion on occasion. I could perhaps use this to attempt to help you get some sleep, at least for a little while. Never attempted this. I do not know if this will work, but it is the little bit that I could possibly do.
Like hypnotism?
Of a sort.
She kind of sits there and ponders for a moment. Hmm. And effectively to knees the wrist. Would you accompany me to my quarters?
Oh, well, yes, of course.
Well, let's go. I would like to give this suggestion a go. understand you're worried about your companions here. I'll make sure two of my finest stand guard while we're attempting this.
Thank you for that. Thank you very much. Please, lead the way.
She kind of shakingly gets up and looks to you a bit, tilts her head to say, let's go, and starts leaning you over to her makeshift office. When you get in there, it's a bit of a mess. You can see kind of like knife drawings in a desk, as if she's, thinking of little tactical, battle layouts and whatnot. You could see bits of parchment kind of ripped up and thrown to the side. And you can see, two chairs kind of pushed together to make a makeshift bed. Here we are. Home sweet home.
Well, hardly suitable accommodations for a noble such as yourself, but I suppose desperate times and all that.
Kind of sits down on her makeshift bed, kind of lays back a bit, exhales, and says, okay, so how do we do this?
Merely lay your head back, look into my eyes, and they kind of flash in like this glowy yellowish color. And he says, my lady, I believe it is time for you to get a nice long rest. And he casts suggestion.
Very well. I suppose you're right. And you can kind of see her eyes just kind of struggle to stay open for a bit as she holds contact with you. She even kind of reaches her arm up a bit to kind of reach for your face, and then it just drops.
Yeah, he'll gently like catch it and just place it on her and then grab a nearby sheet or something and cover her. Yes, yes. Rest now, my lady. Rest now. So kind of, after she's all asleep, he'll work his way out of the quarters and back toward Uhtred.
Who you see is alive and well. That being said, dun, 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 one of the guards does kind of run up to you frantically. Have you seen Lady Penelope?
Yes, she is getting a bit of rest. She has not slept in many days.
I have urgent news for her.
Well, I don't believe she will be awakening for at least a few hours. I
Okay.
apologize. Lady Amelia should be somewhere around. I'm sure Lord Trust is somewhere on the premises. Perhaps even Sister Isolde.
Yes. I will. I'm sorry, man. Who do you think I should go to?
Well, this is not my home. Perhaps Master Gerard. Yes, he seems the most reasonable for the moment.
Kind of snaps his fingers. He says, "You're right. You're right. Trust can't be trusted." It's kind of funny.
Well, I don't know if I'd go quite that far, but get your meaning.
Gerard. I'll find Master Gerard. Thank you, sir.
Yes, very good.
And, He does scurry off a bit. And we will
That
do.
wasn't important. He just kind of says to himself as he walks back into where Uhtred is.
We will do another scene change. Dude, where we left off with Holo and Thal, you could hear a commotion as you hear guards saying, "Over here, over here." And there's a scurrying of a few boots, not like, the full force of the town, but there's a few boots running somewhere in a direction.
Allura, it's been lovely, but I think we must depart.
Oh, this is your doing.
Probably. Seems my fortune telling is just too good.
So it seems. Are you able to actually read fortunes?
Can anyone?
Suppose. I happen to have a little skill with divining.
Oh, you do? Yeah, I don't have that.
Oh. Ah.
I made a fair amount of coin doing such things.
Well, someone's got to get paid, right?
Exactly. Well, make yourself scarce. I don't want you to get involved with this.
Oh, I'm gonna go see what the commotion is. You
Oh
two, on
dear.
the other hand, might want to escape while you can, unless there's something else you wish to do in town. Perhaps this is the perfect cover, if anything.
Oh, I think best not push our luck today. I wanted to come into town because we had a meeting, and I do not go back on my promises.
Kind of gives you a softer smile like that, she says. That's good to hear.
Hal, are we talking a way out, or are we gonna run?
We can. We should be able to talk our way out. We came in under good terms. I can't imagine they would keep us. And if they do, well, we can see what can be done then. If you do happen to find out what the commotion is about, do let us know.
Oh, yes, I will. Are we meeting again tomorrow?
Things are getting awfully busy back at camp, but can I give a tentative maybe?
Very well. She kind of looks up to where the sun is positioned. We'll meet again at this time. I'll wait here for an hour, and if you don't show up in that time, then I'll assume there's no meeting. I won't take it to heart, though.
Thank you. Most gracious of you.
Well, then, off you all go. We see what kind of drama you've stirred up.
We aim to entertain.
She does kind of smile a bit and kind of runs off towards the direction of the booths.
How much time do you have left on your spell?
How long has it been since we entered?
$30?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's. He'll say, "We've been here for some time. I should have enough to get us out. Or I should have enough to get out."
Sounds good. If they question what we're doing, we can say we got lost, and then I guess we'll go to the store. I don't know what else might happen besides that.
Well, we are in the central area, perhaps if we see one of these stalls and the person is still there, we can be sure to buy something and be on our way as if we achieved our goal, or if we were in the process of purchasing something and this commotion brought out. Not wanting to get involved in the city's business, we decided it best to move on.
Good as fine as any. I'll best get back into character. Tolo rearranges her hood, puts her tail back.
You guys are able to find yourself at the entrance you came from the town. Though you see the guard who was stationed there is no longer there. I don't know what that's about. But you are able to freely leave the town at this moment without any issue if you wished.
I was sure they were after us, but where did they go?
Hmm. Perhaps it was that guard who left. Seemed as though he had been mulling over something. Perhaps by his words, it seemed disconcerting or something he shrugged off in the moment. Perhaps your fortune has caused him to investigate, which might be the reason for the stir. Hmm. If it's too bad we can't find out exactly what's going on, but better not risk it with just the two of us in a town where we have no allies.
Well, what if we just took a quick peek, just to see, and the minute we see trouble, we run. If they're not guarding the gate, we can easily run.
Hmm. This is true. Perhaps if we stepped into an alley shortly, I could spend a bit more magic to refresh my spell. That way we wouldn't be on a timetable.
Couldn't hurt. I know we don't plan to do much else today, so maybe we have enough reason to use some of your magic.
Very well. Let's see what your fortunes have brought, my friend.
Yeah.
So Balrin will go, find a little quiet alleyway with nobody around. He'll do another casting of disguise self, same appearance. And then I guess they'll make their way to the commotion.
Give me an investigation check. See if you can find a nice empty alley. Yeah, you find one, no problem. Okay. Yeah, so you cast a spell disguise yourself. You see that the issue is at the town center. There's a group of guards kind of surrounding something. Hell, if you guys give me a little perception check for flavor. Yeah, that's enough. You can actually even see there's a little garden snake. It's kind of hanging on one of the buildings. You could probably safely assume it's Allura looking down. But as you look at what the commotion is, you can see a group of guards are wrestling with that one guard you met. Uh, they're kind of holding him down, trying to grab him, shaking himself side to side, saying, "Let me go! Let me go! I." And he has a bloody dagger in his hand. When you look down to the ground, you can see a young woman and a young man bleeding out in front of them.
Interesting. Um, Are the people like? Do we hear any like whispers of like what happened going through the crowd or anything?
When you listen closely, you can hear subtle whispers. Specifically, you, although you hear whispers, be like, "Really, just an affair like that? That's so." But he didn't have to kill them. It's. And one of them goes, "But I didn't see anything. I don't know why he would assume that."
Is the woman dressed in any noble clothing, or does she look to be run-of-the-mill village person?
Oh yeah, this is your run of the mill person.
Yeah, no action so far. I think I would just continue to observe.
It's quite the commotion. People are, you know, yammering, talking, pushing each other side to side until everyone just suddenly stops for a moment. Y'all look into a direction where one man just kind of walks step, step, step. It's a peculiar man. Very strange, kind of swirly tattoo on his face. Very oddly shaved head kind of points down towards his the meeting of his brow. Kind of walks up to the guards holding the man who's no longer resisting. Looks to him, looks to the people, looks to you all. Says, in this commotion, then he looks down, sees the bodies on the ground. Guard kind of says, uh, y- yes, sir. But it seems in heat of rage, this man had murdered his wife and uh, poor Thomas by the mill from the mills. Um, we're here to apprehend him and yeah, man looks down at the gentleman the two guards are holding and says, and the reason for this hasn't been murder here in quite some time. Is there a reason you have decided to bring unnecessary crime to this town once again? The gentleman says, "It's just it was, she was having an affair, and you know, I just." The gentleman just kind of shakes his head and says, "My people, we do not have time for such trivial fits of rage bursting us into murdering each other when the real threat is outside our walls, still looming. I am a forgiving man, and I'm sure you all are a forgiving town. But when two of our own are slain, he is no longer a citizen amongst us, he is also an enemy. Therefore, he is to be executed." Everyone kind of gasps a bit and starts talking to themselves. And then the gentleman starts to walk off. One of the guards carry the guard that you guys talked to off with him.
Do we hear anybody whispering his name?
Yes, you do. You did hear the name Kai is thrown about a few times.
Thou will go to Holo's ear. I think it's time for us to go.
I agree. But I'm glad we saw him. He is here, he exists, and we know the mark now.
Yes. If only we could locate him again, but something for another time.
Disagreed.
What direction is he walking? Or like the direction he came from is the same direction he's walking to?
So, how will I describe this? Nope, that's not an Amelia token.
Amelia, my sweetheart.
You guys are like, I'll say you guys are like right here. It's a big token. Ignore it. We'll say, I don't know why I'm doing all this extra stuff because I could like honestly probably just describe it. You saw him. What the heck? You saw him. Ignore the Friends theme song in the background. You guys saw him kind of walk down like this, and when he left, he kind of went off in this direction.
Okay. Based off of the buildings, I know we had was like the temple, the town hall, the barracks, and somewhere else where like the main hubs were. Would I know which way he was, like what areas he might have come from or going to?
So, let me see here. So, Travis. This is the town hall.
Okay.
This is the bank. And then this is the like barracks and training area.
Okay. So could have potentially came from the bank and could potentially be going towards the barracks. Okay.
What is the plan now?
I guess head out of the city and make our way back.
Right.
Yeah, definitely getting out of there.
Again, people are all kind of caught up in what was going on there. You make yourselves out of the town. As you guys are walking out, give me a perception check. Woo! You guys don't notice anything on your way out, but you guys are able to get out with no resistance.
The mark on his head, did you recognize it at all? It seemed quite specific, like it meant something.
Would I have known or read about anything about the mark or symbol?
Oh,
Uh, it was not familiar to me. I don't think I've ever seen anything of its nature before. It was a shame that I could not use more of my detecting spells. I would not want to draw attention to us.
Oh, that is fine. I think what Basil had in mind makes sense. We get the antidote if we can undo what's been done to the townsfolk, it'll make everything easier.
Yes. It was curious how they all just seemed to stop in his presence. I've heard of worshippers being devout, but that seemed unnatural.
That would track with what we've seen so far. But yes, if he controls the whole town, it'd make things quite messy to try to take it back.
I must say, with now that we have seen his face and confirmed he is truly here, when we tell this information to the others, it will only fuel Amelia's fire.
Well, we can't keep it from her. She'll have to work through it, I guess.
I may attempt to have a conversation with her. I can certainly relate to the feelings of frustration and anger I'm sure she is currently dealing with.
I think you could be convincing. I know. Well, you could go back to your hometown now. You would not be ready. Perhaps an angle such as that to show her that waiting can be the best thing to do.
Perhaps. Although I don't know that in the moments when I saw my parents lost, if someone told me to wait, I don't think I'd listen. But I will do my best to quell or at least focus her anger a bit more so that she can think clearer.
If we can at least, if you can get her to calm down for at least a day or two, that might be all we need. It's worth a shot.
Very well.
As you guys are making your way to the forest, kind of returning back to the rest of the party.
Can I do a
Although,
perception? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Carry on.
no, go ahead, man. Go ahead. Tell me what you want to do, man.
Just to make sure, give a cursory glance around, just to make sure, they're not being followed or tracked or anything.
Okay.
Uh, I don't see nothing. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. You don't see anything, man. Sorry. As you guys are walking through the forest, Holo specifically, you feel the trees are more agitated than normal.
Let's run. There's something in the trees.
All right, let's go.
As you say that, a familiar face kind of walks out from amongst the trees and looks to you. Ulion, in his beautiful half elk, half man form, appears before you and says, well, there's not much use running. Now, is there? Nature's everywhere.
Everywhere in every corner. Is this
Did you
side
like
of the
my
woods?
present?
Sorry, repeat that.
Did you like my present?
Well, it certainly shook my head in a manner that had not been shook in a long time. Thank you for toughening me up.
Yes, now I see you still a bit injured, aren't you?
In time, I will heal, much like nature does.
Yes, yes. Well, if it makes you feel better, I have no intention of having you killed.
Well, thank you for your graciousness. Much appreciated.
Oh, a hint of sarcasm in your tone, I see.
Perceptive. I guess as a god of nature, you must be.
You're very much like her, aren't you?
Like who?
Guess it doesn't really matter. Anyways, sooner or later, you're going to be one with nature, buried deep with the roots. They're coming, my dear.
Well, thanks for the warning. I'll make sure to bring fire to the occasion.
Don't think your safety is guaranteed behind stone walls.
What do you want from me? Do you want me to leave?
Leaving wouldn't solve anything. I'm afraid more drastic measures are needed. I'm going to bury you.
You're going to try.
Ah, look at you. It's Dwegar out in the sun. What brings you so far away from your volcanoes?
What brings you so far out of your dung pile?
Oof, snippy. Well, I won't kill her, but it matters not what happens to you all. So, I'll hold on to that insult.
Why must you kill me? What have I done to you?
Oh, I won't kill you. That I promise.
Then what are you doing?
What is necessary? Anywho, I see you're all in a bit of a hurry, so let me get out of your way. And kind of leans back into a tree and starts to slowly fade into it.
Pleasure as always.
What did he mean? They are coming.
I don't know. I don't think it was anyone in town. Is it more woodwoads? Is it something else?
What of these, the druid circle you came from, this green? If this nature god is against you, could it be that they're out to hunt you?
That's what I thought, but they don't mean to kill me. What else would they need me for? I don't
Oh,
know.
he only said that he wouldn't kill you.
Gods and their riddles. Hard to make much sense of anything.
Huh. Well, for the time being, let us go. It seems that one way or another, our time in this town is running short.
Yes, let's keep running. I I don't feel good about this.
Yeah, just take off.
In fact, we need to get back there now. Have you ever ridden a wolf before?
Uh, no.
Well, here's your chance. And while they're running side by side, the sand tornado hits. She shifts from Holo to a sand-colored dire wolf. And in your head, you hear her. All right, hop on. This is good practice for later.
All right. Yeah, he'll hop on. In the process of doing that, he'll do enlarge reduce, just to make himself a bit lighter to speed up the journey.
Tactic and most efficient. You guys are able to get there in, well, not necessarily half the time, but like 3/4 of the time that you did to make it back to town. But yeah, yes, you've arrived back to the quarry. Unharmed at the moment.
All right, let's find the others and perhaps have Penelope put some guards out here. We never know if we're about to be attacked, given his warning.
Yeah, the they. We don't even know what faction it is. But yes, warn them and make sure they have torches aplenty.
Step on inside.
So what are you guys doing exactly? You just like you gotta go find Basil and Cobby. You're going straight to Penelope. What are you doing?
Um, I mean, I think probably grab, the usual copy, Basil, find Penelope, find Amelia, and then tell them kind of what went down, what we saw. I think that's probably all Thalrin would assume to like bring in. I don't know if you have anything else.
Let me be
I think
straight. What's the very first thing you guys are doing?
I think Basil then Penelope, or Penelope then Basil. Mostly because we know where Basil would be next to Uhtred.
Yeah, so probably Penelope. Um, and I guess after that, either Basil or Amelia.
You
I'll
said
stay
probably
in wolf
Penelope
form,
first.
so I can't get into buildings, but I'll at least follow Hal along as much as I can.
So you said first Penelope.
Yeah, so yeah, if Holo's staying in wolf form, staying outside, Thalrin will go and try to locate Penelope.
Okay. You go into the first entrance. You don't see her. When you reach that next room where you guys kind of have your little meeting, you don't see her. What do you do?
Uh, all right. Next on the list is Basil.
You find Basil easy enough. He is exactly where y'all left him with Uhtred.
Basil, where's Penelope?
He's in her quarters resting.
Resting.
Yes, resting.
Come.
She's not slept in many days now.
Well, we're going to need to wake her. We have news, none of which is all of that good.
Oh, all right. I suppose. Give me a moment. I'll awaken her.
Excellent. While you do that, I will go and try to find Amelia. Do you happen to know where she might be?
No, last I saw, she was heading toward the more common area. I believe Cobby was somewhere nearby.
Very well. I'll start my search there. Bring Penelope once you awaken her to the front entrance. Holo is currently standing guard in wolf form, and Basil, be ready for a potential assault.
Phew. Things went that terribly then.
Well, we'll fill you in on all the details, but the elk god returned and gave Holo some dire message, a warning of something that was approaching.
Phew. Good. More gods and deities and such. Wonderful. I'll go get Lady Penelope. I'll meet you out front.
He'll nod and head off to the common areas to see if he can find Kabi and Amelia.
You find, at the very least, Kabi, though a little further from the common area, I suppose. Because Kabi, you were snooping around, right? It's kind of wandering.
Yeah, just sniffing. Doing what Kabi does.
Kabi, there you are. Have you seen Amelia?
Yeah, earlier her and I were talking and I think she went back off to her quarters. Why?
We all need to have a talk. We've learned some news, most of it not good. We're meeting at the front entrance. Basil is getting Penelope now. I am going to get Amelia and bring her down.
Hey,
Don't.
more talking.
Thauerl raise an eyebrow. Oh,
No,
tired
I
of it.
meant I meant nothing by it. I meant nothing by it. Yeah, I'll meet you guys near the entrance.
He'll just squint his eyes a little bit, but he'll head off to find Amelia in her quarters.
When you go to find Amelia, you kind of see her squatting in like a little hole, uh, kind of fidgeting with a pickaxe, scraping it against her sword, kind of staring down, saying nothing, is scraping. It's very sharp metal sound.
Amelia,
Yes.
we have information from town that we wish to share. We're all meeting in the central area. If you would accompany me, and afterward, if you're willing, I would like to have a talk with you.
This is regarding Caius.
The information that we found is, yes, the talk, potentially. You do not, this is not I'm not forcing you to have this conversation. It is simply something I am offering. If you do not wish to accept, you do not have to.
We'll see. Let's
Very
get
well.
this Caius information out the way first. She gets up, uh, readily dropping the pickaxe. It just kind of slams hard into the ground. Takes her sword, sheaths it. You can see she's not in her normal armor. She's in the actually very lightly dressed, kind of more like a huntsman.
A change in attire fits the atmosphere, I suppose.
I figured in these times, mobility might be more necessary than defense.
Yes. I guess we're doing this as we're walking. The deep-seated rage to strike and keep on striking. I know it all too well.
Yes. I suppose you do, don't you?
I do. And that is a part of the talk that I wish to have. I will let you know now I do not wish to dissuade you or offer caution. I simply wish to tell a tale and for you to know that regardless of what you may say or speak of, I have said and thought far darker things of my revenge.
Very well. We'll have a talk then.
He'll nod and they'll go to the entrance.
Basil, you find Penelope knocked out, just kind of tossed a bit, even kind of rolled onto the floor, drool kind of dripping from her mouth.
I'll break concentration on suggestion spell and just very gently kind of rock her shoulder and be like, Excuse me, Lady Penelope. Penelope.
Papa?
Apologies, but no, I'm sorry for waking you so abruptly and early, but apparently there's been some developments.
She kind of opens her eyes wide, sees you, kind of recoils a bit quickly and says, "Oh, Basil. Sorry, there's news? Has something happened? Are we under attack?"
No, well, at least not yet. Valrin and Holo have returned, and apparently there has been something has happened. I'm not entirely sure. But they wish for us to
Right.
meet them at the front of the structure here.
She kind of wipes the drool from her mouth and says, "Okay, all right, let's go. I'm following."
Yes, very good. Thank you, madam. He'll just kind of lead her out to where everybody else is.
She rushes out to meet all of you with Basil, save for all kind of gathered.
I'll say on the way out, Basil kind of scoops a comb off of like the nightstand on the door and just kind of subtly hands it to her on the way out.
She says, "Oh, thank you." And as she's kind of running about, you can see she's lightly combing her hair, kind of at least getting some of the this tangled messes out.
Kind of gives her an approving nod and keeps walking.
You're all united. Gerard is there. William is there. Father Theron is not there, but Sister Isolde is. And Penelope says, "Well, you have all of our attention." She kind of gives like a side look to Amelia, kind of gives like a low sigh, and looks back at all of you. What is it that has everybody so alarmed?
Holo and I have seen Caius. And then Thalrin will go and describe how, he approached. When he approached, it seemed almost an eerie silence fell over everyone. The guards, the man they were restraining, the crowd itself. Everyone just seemed to stop in his presence. He bore strange robes and markings and a intricate tattoo. Unfortunately, given the situation, we weren't able to deduce any capabilities that he might have. From where we saw him come from and where we saw him go, there are two potential places that he could be. One would be the bank, the other the barracks. Another bit of interesting news is that the bank itself, they are frustrated that they can't get inside and plan to blow the vault.
William kind of scoffs at that. Blow the vault. Good luck with that.
Yes, they seemed rather insistent on getting inside. You wouldn't happen to know why that is, would you?
Why, they want to get inside? No, I have no clue. Probably for
Um,
just the gold, if anything, right? It was quite a bit of money.
Then let's start with what you want out of the vault.
Sorry, I forgot I muted myself. Kind of, swallows his tongue for a second and goes, "Oh,
Holo is still in direwolf form, and she will slowly walk up to him. And when she's standing above him, she'll say, "Any information is going to help.
Give me an
You
intimidation
asked
check.
us to find something in the vault for you. Tell us what's in there besides gold."
Intimidation check?
Yeah.
Yeah. Beat a 10.
oh,
Kind of looks at you and again swallows his tongue and says, okay. When the vault was built, the how do you refer it? Architect of it left some curiosities in it. Some of them some of them might be quite handy in dealing with threats. I was hoping to acquire at least one of them to protect me and my family.
That is what Caius might be trying to get as well. It could be gold, but possibly could be here for a reason. But whatever it is, they plan to go through extreme actions to get it.
Artifacts. I didn't, as I said, I wasn't able to fully detect any potential magic on this Caius. But if powerful artifacts lie in this vault, that would be a reason to come to a town such as this, enslave the minds of its people, and have them work for you. However, there is also another bit of news. Either now or perhaps sometime soon, we have been made aware that there are potentially creatures or beings of some kind we don't know that may come and attack this place. On our way here with Uhtred, we fought a woodwood, a creature of the forest. More may be arriving.
Penelope kind of lifts her eyebrows to that and goes, "The forest? Why would we be attacked by creatures of the forest?"
That we do not know.
And
But
what makes you certain we're being attacked then?
we had a encounter in the forest. This magical being seemed to suggest coyly at that something was coming and that we could not hide behind our stone walls.
What creature, magical creature? What?
Huion is the creature's name, a forest god.
You were encountered by a forest god.
Yes, and it was not the first time.
Kind of scratches her head at that and just kind of shakes. Says, I don't understand what a forest god would have want to. You can see she's starting to get a little stressed out, slightly annoyed. And Gerard kind of walks up behind her and says, Miss Penelope. Then whispers something in her ear, in which she gives out a loud sigh and goes, okay, all right. Well, we don't know what they want, so let's not jump to conclusions. Uh, let's get back to, and then Amelia interrupts. Let's get back to Caius. You said what locations would he be at? Hello? Are we ignoring Amelia now?
I forgot.
Oh, I was on. I'm sorry. I'm talking and I'm on mute. uh, when I first entered the city with Kabi, Holo, and Basil, we were told of 3 locations of interest: the bank, the town hall, 4 locations: the temple and the barracks. Based off of where they are in the city and where he came from and went, I can only assume that he came from the area of the bank, and he seemed to be headed towards the barracks and the temple area. I don't know for sure that these are places where he can be found, but they are the most likely in my determination.
Barracks, the temple, and the bank. Got it. And can you describe his look again?
Yes, he was a pale man. Again, he had the swirl of tattoos that curved around his neck up into his head. He wore white robes and had a strange symbol around his neck and etched into the stitchings. He is not one you would mistake for any other.
Good. This is good. We've made progress. Okay. So now we just need to deduce his exact location.
Yes, that would be the next move. Uh,
After we resolve the enchantment of the villagers, we will go for him.
After? Isn't he directly responsible? Don't we just need to take him out and that will cure it? Why would we wait till after? We don't even know what's causing the enchantment.
You are making assumptions on what might break it.
You're making assumptions that we can even break it.
I am, and it is for the good of the villagers you once saw as friends.
She looks like she's about to say something, but then she just kind of bites her lip a bit. You can actually even see a little bit of blood kind of, flow down the side of her chin.
Holo does shapeshift back into Holo and does approach her. Say it. Better out than in.
I don't understand why we keep restraining ourselves from taking out the target.
Collateral damage, you might say. If we go in there sword swinging, and we have a town of people under his control, they might get killed. You might get killed. It would be a bloodbath. And in that bloodbath, he could escape. It's too rash, Amelia. Trust. We are getting there, and we won't let him escape.
A little agitated. She kind of looks over to you, Kabi, for a split second.
Kabi really doesn't have anything to say to this.
She keeps her mouth shut. Says, "Okay, patience."
Yes, patience. I do not know your father, but I know he'd want to make sure you're safe.
Kind of just keeps her mouth shut at that.
But I think this is our timeline. Once they blow the vault to get what they want, whether gold or otherwise, I'm willing to bet that's when they're ready to leave.
William speaks up. Again, I'm telling you, they cannot blow the vault. They won't be able to.
How do you know?
It's enchanted. It will not blow. It will only open with the keys.
Which they have one already.
Kind of clenches his fist a bit and goes, "They got into the manor. Great, great."
And they have at least one wizard under their employ. Can a wizard get into a magical vault?
The amount of force it would take to blow open the vault would destroy the village, probably.
I want you to
There
say
are
that again slowly.
He kind of just sits there and ponders on what he said.
Means they mean to destroy the village if necessary. They don't care about these people.
Are they even aware of how much force they would need, though?
there are if this vault is arcane in nature, as you say, a skilled wizard would be able to detect the enchantment and make preparation to either work around it or an extremely powerful one could nullify it entirely. Since they have not nullified it, we can imagine that they may not be extremely powerful, but they will know exactly what the upper limits of the enchantment are.
And you could say that for certain. You truly think they would destroy the whole town for that?
I don't know what these artifacts are, but I can assure you that if this Caius knows their value and they are truly powerful, then what would, why would he let such a small town get in his way? He's already taken over the population. They've given him access to everything. He simply needs to wait. And it seems that waiting is done. If it were me, the town would be destroyed. I would know that the artifacts would remain intact, and I could pick it up from the ashes.
They kind of remain quiet at the "if it were me" comment.
And let us be glad it's not you. But
Million then
yes, either
speaks
way,
up. Oh, sorry. That
I was about to go into dramatic mode. You go ahead first.
Emilia just kind of interjects a bit and says, "Well, then if that's the case, then we need to take out Caius and this wizard immediately before they go for a more drastic measure."
I agree. However, again, we have the collateral damage of the civilians. If we could get them out of the city somehow, that would only leave Caius and his lieutenants, I would imagine. How we go about getting them out of the city, I do not know. If the priestess has any inclinations onto a potential cure, perhaps this can go a bit faster.
I have something made. I don't know if it's a cure, but I was able to do something with the stem you left me. It's not tested. I don't know what will happen.
Well, and he'll look over to Basil. We have a perfectly fine patient in holding currently, do we not, Basil?
Well, no. In fact, I believe we were going to test it on one of us first, as his gaze drops to Kabi.
Well, yes, but if she has this potential cure, and we have one that is already fully infected, it would be good to know if it works on those who have longer exposure to it. Do you believe, priestess, that this potion of yours would cause the drinker any harm?
I don't know. I just know it's not tested. I don't know what will happen. After telling me that, after realizing the kind of poison it is and how it affected, I tried to. And she started saying a bunch of sciencey gobbledygook, uh, explaining how she made it similar to another potion that would kind of nullify magic effects, but using the stem as a core piece in it.
Well, if number
So
of words corresponds to my trust in your skill, I think this is that case.
I'm not entirely prepared to risk Master Uhtred's health and safety on this. Perhaps, if we are not willing to risk ourselves or our companions, we go in and spirit away one of the townsfolk and bring them back and test it.
Well, how positively devilish of you, Basil. You don't wish to attempt the risk with Uhtred, but you would do so with a random citizen.
Well, yes. Uhtred is a noble of House Baracus from Great Isle of Ubea, very powerful, very influential. These rebels, magically influenced or not, rose up against their nobles. If we cure this one, that is a sign that the rest will be cured as well, and we can safely cure Master Uhtred. If we don't, well, at least we didn't sacrifice a lord of a noble house.
Of course.
If you recall, Thalrin, I offered myself up as the initial test subject. Don't sit there and pretend that I am some evil influence on all of you.
I said nothing of the sort.
You did not, but your tone suggested otherwise.
Is
I
Sister
mean,
still here with the antidote?
you ask if she has it on her.
Yeah.
She doesn't have it with her at the moment, or at least she hasn't pulled it out.
Okay. Yes, well, it's always entertaining to see you two nearly kill each other. Let's set it aside. Kabi, you or me? Who's drinking the water? Who's drinking the antidote? Preferably the same person.
Ooh, I did say I'd do it. I don't want you under the we don't want you under the effects of it because well, you may be one of the only people that could heal me. So
Good. Let's test it now. Then we'll know how to move from this point on.
I would suggest that we restrain his hands and feet. He can be
Mm,
slippery.
whoa. No, I won't do it if you guys are gonna tie me. No ropes for Kabi, and he's gonna start backing up now.
It
He's
would
Amelia will speak up and say, "It's unnecessary for us to tie up Kabi."
if this mind control activates, we don't know the parameters for it. If it is strictly for them to follow Caius's orders, he is now inside of the place where all of the remaining nobles are, and should he escape past all of us and get free, our location, while may already be compromised, will surely be compromised then.
You underestimate his mental fortitude.
I
You'll be
think
fine if we administer the antidote quickly enough, right? Let's have faith in our
yes,
friend here.
yes, I'll be fine. I won't do it if you tie me up. There. That's it. That's the end of it. I will not do it if you tie me up. No ropes for Kabi.
Then would you like me to chase you instead, in a larger form than this? And I
That would
can't
be
catch you.
that would be preferable than to have Kabi in ropes again.
Well, if you prefer my jaws, so be it.
very well. I will stand by the door. I will tell you this now, Kabi. Should it look like you mean to run, I will hold you myself.
Nice to see how much you care, Thal.
Thauron will go and stand by the door.
We will just sit straight down on the ground and just kind of like wait.
Sister Isolde kind of gets up and says, "Okay, I'll go fetch the antidote. You all have the water, right?"
Yeah, Thauron will take out the water skin and toss it to Kabi.
I'll catch it and then just wait for Isolde to come back with the antidote. No way I'm drinking this before it gets here.
Amelia,
Penelope
if this
says,
doesn't work, then I think we will be more direct.
she kind of just nods at you. Penelope speaks up, says, "Okay, okay. Well, while the sister's away, William, could you go grab something for me?" She says, "Whatever do you need?" She kind of goes up and whispers in his ear, and he says, "Whatever." Wanders off. Penelope kind of looks at the rest of you and says, "So you believe we're going to be possibly attacked soon?"
Yes.
The god was a bit vague in his warning, threat. I'm not sure if it would qualify, but he said was that they were coming.
Gerard has just informed me that there is a small group of orcs on the way to town. Seems one of our scouts sent in a bird.
What kind of orcs? What type of garb were they wearing?
Unfortunately, the letter wasn't descriptive, just that an unusual group of 5 orcs were making their way. probably about 3 days out.
Oh, and it sounds like we have 2 days to see this town freed. We don't want to be here when these orcs arrive, especially with a town of enemies at our backs.
So you think that these orcs will be a threat?
It's
I
best to assume. Oh, go ahead.
I don't know if they're a threat to you, but they could be a threat to me specifically.
Kind of crosses his arms and says, "Why would they be a threat to you?"
It is a long story, but I would lead them away. I would not have them causing harm to the situation. But maybe that's what it is, and at least for now it means we don't need to be watching our backs out here.
There's also one of their own that is under Caius's. Well, he's one of their lieutenants. It could be that these orcs are coming to reclaim one of their members. The reason, either way, is moot. When they get here, they will either, as Holo has said, come after her, or they could potentially raise your town to the ground to get back one of their own. An enemy, nonetheless.
You can see Penelope looks like a little more like worried now. She said, "You think they would raise the town?"
If they think the town offended the forest in some way, possibly.
I don't see how. One step at a time, Penelope. One step at a time. One problem at a time. She makes like a very. She takes in a very deep breath and exhales. Okay, okay. 3 days. Let's focus on Caius first. With that, Isolde does return and says, "Okay, here it is." She has two small bowls. Two small bowls. I was only able to make this much at the moment. Though I'm sure a small dose is enough to counter these effects. Stem is quite potent.
Well, let us begin. Do your best to resist any ill effects, Kabi.
Oh, trust me, I will endeavor to do my best.
Yeah, once they start, like once he drinks the water, Thauron will hold a spell, and it'll be hold person. Should Kabi look like he's going to run or dash away or anything or attack, he will cast it.
That's good.
Okay, I guess I will uncork the skin with the water in it and I'll just start drinking.
How much are you gonna drink?
I'll drink about half of it.
You drink the water, which does taste a hint bit sweet. And after, about a minute of it, nothing really happens. You kind of sit there again after 2 minutes. Nothing really happens. 3 minutes. Nothing really happens. 4 minutes.
Ah.
Nothing really happens.
I'll take another sip of it.
5 minutes. Nothing really happened. At the 7-minute mark, you do feel something. You hear a very soft voice in the back of your head, though it's a feminine voice. Kind of just speaks to you. And in your pocket, a bright red glow kind of erupts. Basil, you feel extremely uncomfortable as this light shines. Kabi, all you hear is, hello? Everyone but Kabi give me a strength saving so as an eruption of force explodes from him, attempting to push you back. Basil and Thalrin, you guys are able to hold true. Holo, you are blown back about 10 feet. And ignore the bear, but that's funny to me. Trying to do math here because I'm an idiot. Holo, you take 23 force damage. Basil, and everybody else, you take about 12 force damage.
So the blast came from Kabi, or did it look like it came from the stone that started glowing?
It came from the glow in his pocket. Which I guess, if you're not really 100% focusing on it, it just looks like it erupted from Kabi.
Okay. Uh, do I do it now? I'm hmm, I'm gonna wait to see what happens before doing hold person, but if he moves or acts strange, hold person.
Kabi, this voice continues to speak to you and just says, hello?
Hi.
Where are we?
We're somewhere safe. Who are you?
Safe. And the voice kind of fades away.
Hello?
No response. And that's where we'll conclude sessions, fellas.
What?
I
Yeah.
gotta leave you with a cliffhanger.
Oh, come
Oh.
really? Damn.
You know it's not Wednesday, right? We can go for more than 3 hours.
Yes. Listen. Give me more.
Damn, it's only 3 hours? Holy crap, I didn't even think about that.
According to my timer here, 3 hours, 20 minutes.
Damn. But we won't pause here.
No, thank God.
Okay.
I
You
promise a
evil.
longer session next session, guys. I promise.
What is next session?